our guests of honor, the graduating class of spring 2020 to the Prince George's Community College Nursing Pinning Ceremony. My name is Jenna Underwood, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving as your Mistress of Ceremonies for this historically and traditionally momentous occasion. Each pinning ceremony shares the successes of the students with family and friends, while celebrating their dedication to their chosen field. It is a universal symbol of the pledge that students make to healthcare and a sign that they are now serving as a nurse. The tradition of the nursing pin and the ceremonial pinning at the completion of a nursing program is thought to have originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing in London. In the United States, the first pin was presented to the graduating class of 1880 at the Bellevue Hospital of Nursing in New York City. By 1916, the practice of pinning new nurses was common throughout North America. While nurses did not always wear their caps and white uniforms, graduated nurses proudly wear a pin. It is a treasured symbol of their association and everlasting bond with their nursing school, evidence of completing a rigorous and physically demanding nursing program, and the recognition of the history and heritage of nursing. Prince George's Community College has been celebrating this tradition since 1968. This year, as we celebrate 51 years of nursing here at Prince George's Community College, we embrace the mission and vision of the college. Our vision: Prince George's Community College is the region's premier center for innovations in learning, community engagement, and strategic partnerships that inspire educational, career, and personal success. Our mission: Prince George's Community College provides affordable, high-quality learning experiences that support personal, professional, and educational development for diverse populations, contributing to the economic equity and cultural vibrancy of our community. Now we will have opening remarks by graduate nurse Gabrielle Quintanilla.
Good evening to all, and welcome to Prince George's Community College pinning ceremony for the graduating nursing class of spring 2020. We would first like to extend a gracious thank you to a few influential individuals that allowed for the continuation and completion of our senior semester. Thank you to our president, Dr. Charlene Dukes, our vice president, Dr. Clayton Raley, our dean of nursing, Ms. Angela Anderson, and our beloved chair of nursing department, Ms. Vivian Kuogi. In the midst of this unforeseen pandemic, each one of you did your part to ensure that we remained on course, that our clinical hours were met, our assignments met criteria, and ultimately leading us to our goal of graduating nursing school. We as a class have struggled against odds that not many before us have been challenged with. However, we came together not just as future nurses or even classmates, but as a family bonded together over one common goal. We pushed each other, we encouraged each other. Not all of us are technologically savvy, and to have to conquer the task of online learning, in addition to the already daunting task of learning to become knowledgeable and compassionate nurses, I believe shows the unwavering dedication, commitment, and strength of this semester's new graduates. I am honored to have been a part of such an intelligent and resilient group of individuals. In addition, we would like to extend a sincere and very long overdue thank you to all of our loved ones, family members, and friends that are both here in attendance and in spirit. The unrelenting support throughout this journey has been more or less the backbone to most of us to continue to push through, even in our darkest moments, even during the times we thought we wouldn't make it. I know as a single mother, working full-time and coming to class and clinical each and every day throughout my pregnancy, the birth of my son, and the postpartum period really tested my strength and willpower to continue through the chaos. However, I know that I was going to finish this not just for myself, but to be one step closer to providing a better life to my amazing son. There were moments where I felt like I was letting him down because I was missing some of the most valuable moments in his life, like his first steps, him sitting up, or even him saying mama for the first time. Even to this day, I still struggle with trying to find the perfect balance. But I know that through the completion of this program, I have proven to myself my fight is strong, my worth is priceless, and that above all, I do have what it takes to become the influential and compassionate nurse I envision for myself. I can honestly say that although every story is not similar to mine, each one of us had had times where we had to put life on the back burner to ensure our success in this program. Missed holidays, family dinners, birthdays, concerts, precious moments we will not get back. But yet your support, our cherished loved ones, your support and understanding kept us going and gave us the strength to say one more day. Without each of you, this journey would have been monumentally more difficult. And for that, we thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Gabrielle. It gives me great pleasure to invite the following esteemed leaders of Prince George's Community College to give remarks in the following order. Dr. Charlene Dukes, President of Prince George's Community College. Dr. Clay Raley, Executive Vice President and Provost for Teaching, Learning, and Student Success. Dean Angela Anderson, Dean of the Health, Wellness, and Hospitality Division. And Professor Vivian Kwewogi, Department Chair of the Nursing Program. Dr. Dukes.
Thank you so much. As I listened to Gabrielle, I thought about the same thing, that this is not the way in which we all intend to come together or that we all hope to celebrate. But I will say to you that these last 6 to 8 weeks have taught me things that even at my age and stage in life that I thought that I had already learned. But I do know what resilience means when we think about the nursing students and your peers who transition within a week to remote instruction, online learning, and being serviced from afar. We understood what it meant to have the strength and the will to keep moving forward and understand just how critically important your education is to you and your families. We understood what it meant for particularly the students that we're celebrating tonight, the service that you will provide our county, our region, and our nation as those who will be on the front lines given whatever health emergency or crisis or pandemic that there may be. And we couldn't ask more from you or to be more proud of each one of you as you think about your future and what you will do for not just Prince George's County, but our region and our nation. So I know that we'll all probably say the same things, but I am so proud that I have had the pleasure and the opportunity to be at Prince George's Community College for 25 years. And as I think about my own retirement and eventual departure, to do it with the class of 2020 is more than I could have asked for. So congratulations to each one of you. And I know that you will do us even more proud than you've done us over these last 6 to 8 weeks, and that we'll continue to know that with you all on the front lines of our healthcare organizations and serving your neighbors, your family, your friends, and those that you don't know, but what you do know is that they will need you. So congratulations, the best of luck, best wishes, and as I always say, we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Dr. Dukes. Dr. Raley?
Thank you, Jenna. Dr. Dukes has said it very well. We couldn't be more proud and more grateful for the work that you students have done. And Gabrielle, your speech here tonight was just beautifully eloquent. You touched on so many of the essential features of your class's experience this year. And I want to commend you and praise you and your classmates for the strength and for the smarts and the dedication and the perseverance with which you made it through to the end. And a well-deserved congratulations to each of you. As with yourself and others, as you said, maybe different stories slightly, but you all have really had to rise to a level of expectation and performance that no one could have imagined would be necessary to get to this point. And so all the more your achievement is so remarkable and so great, and really indicates what great nurses you all will be, and I'm sure you will be. I'd also like to thank the faculty. They too have had to rise to a level of performance and expectation that no one could have imagined. Over the last 2 years, the faculty has done great work to revise the program and to put it in a very strong position. And then in the space of 2 weeks, this past March, had to convert their teaching to online as well. And I know they did it with the same professionalism and intelligence and smarts with which they revised the program over the last 2 years. So I want to thank them for the extraordinary work they've done and the way they've been here as mentors to you as well. And finally, I just want to say that whenever I interview a candidate for a nursing faculty position, the first thing I ask is, what is the one quality that is essential to being a nurse? And without exception, everybody answers empathy. And I think that this semester has really, more than most, but not without precedence with all the rest of your semesters in the program, I think this has really brought out the quality of empathy among all of you for one another and the way that you've supported one another and worked with one another to get to this point. So I just encourage you to be the best of the nurses that you can be. You've already shown us how great that quality is in you. And I just want to thank you and congratulate you and wish you well going forward. Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you, Dr. Raley. Dean Anderson?
Well, good evening, everybody. When we told you that when you began your journey to become a nurse, that there were times when it wouldn't be easy, but we certainly didn't expect it to be in the midst of a pandemic and for the challenges that were associated with it. So I'm glad we were able to pull off a pinning ceremony, although it be virtual. Otherwise, we'd be sitting right now in the Center for Performing Arts. But as you can see, I'm surrounded by your beloved CHS 1418. And we do want to recognize not only you, the graduates, but those who stood behind you through your journey, your spouses and significant others, your parents, your relatives, your children, your friends, and anybody else who helped you along the way, because they've had to listen to you probably moan and groan about the assignments, stress out about dosage calculation exams, and probably complain about the faculty who pushed you a little bit further than you thought you could possibly go. But I hope you come to realize that it's not that the faculty didn't care, but it's because they want you to be successful. So I also want to extend my appreciation to the nursing faculty. Each and every single one of them, including our adjuncts, goes out of the way to ensure success of the nursing students and the program's excellence. So I know you've worked hard to get to this point, and this semester has definitely been a challenge, especially the past 6 to 8 weeks, but you still have one more hurdle, and that's NCLEX. So after you celebrate appropriately, make sure to get back to the books and get from what I heard from Mrs. Kawogi, almost everybody has been certified or verified to test, and that's good news. So, if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out, because we want all of you to pass on your first attempt. Today is just the beginning of your journey, that the program here has given you the building blocks for your career. So take advantage of the articulation agreements that are out there with our four-year partners for your BSN. Be active professionally, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. So we are so proud of you. And I also want to give a special shout out to those of you who volunteered through the Maryland Institute of Emergency Medical Services Systems as, I don't even remember what they're calling it, pre-credentialed nursing nurses to help out during the pandemic. I know that there were a number of you in the class that did volunteer. So thank you for that. Good luck on NCLEX, and best wishes for your future. If there's anything we can do to help you, please don't be afraid to reach out and let us know, and we'll do what we can. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Anderson. Ms. Kwewogi?
Yeah, we did it. My name is Vivian Kwewogi. I'm the chair of the nursing department, and it's with great pride and pleasure that I would take a few minutes to share with you my heartfelt appreciation for all the hard work you did as students. Through the tears and through the sorrow and through the fears, you found a way to cope and to get us to this day. You did the work. We were there by your side to guide you. So I thank you for that. I also wanted to just let you know that even though we're living through a pandemic right now, this year, 2020, is the year of the nurse. The World Health Organization actually designated this year as the year of the nurse. And there were many reasons why. So I take a few minutes and just give you 6 brief reasons why that is so. The first one is this is the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale's birth. And she's the mother of nursing and the founder of nursing. And the reason we have nursing pins and caps is because she recognized the quality of the work that the nurses did. Without the diagnostic tests and the antibiotics to administer, they saved their patients just by being nurses, caring, empathetic, taking care of and preventing infections and providing human touch to the patients, help them survive. It's also the first year that the WHO was scheduled to, and they were on schedule to release their report on the state of nursing in the world. And they're concerned about the needs of global healthcare. And no one saw the pandemic coming, but this was actually scheduled a year ago where they talked about in many developing countries, nurses were the first line of defense for most of the healthcare needs of the countries, I'm sorry. And the fact that our program actually is so diverse that we do represent many countries from around the world, that really rang real true to me. They also wanted to talk about this was the culmination of the Nursing Now campaign. And Nursing Now was a 3-year program campaign that was launched in 2018, scheduled to wrap up in 2020, that focuses on the need for nursing, education, and service, again, from a global perspective. The third reason is nurses make up the majority of the worldwide healthcare force. We know that while doctors get much of the attention, especially in Western countries, nurses and midwives make up more than 50% of the healthcare workers in many other countries. And they bring care to where the care is most needed in homes and communities. Nurses are in large part, nurses are a huge part of the healthcare system, and we're facing a predicted nursing workforce shortage. It is predicted by 2030, we will have more than a 50% shortage in nursing professionals worldwide. We also want to make sure that nurses understand that becoming a nurse is a way of boosting the economies of the countries where we live in, ours included, because a nurse provides gets a job that actually provides meaningful and livable wages for him or her family. Now, as nurses are already proud of the education and the work they've done, when we don our scrubs like Gabrielle right now, which I'm just so proud to look at you, Gabrielle. The PPEs, you and Joseph, the PPEs don for our shift. We learned that in fundamentals of nursing, how to don those PPEs and how to remove them safely and prevent infection. Needless to say, we didn't recognize how so very important that will become to everybody, nurses and non-nurses, in 2020 as we work through the issues with the pandemic. So just allow me one moment to share just my favorite little passage that I like to share with graduating nurses, and it's from Dr. Seuss. because I'm a pediatric nurse. And Dr. Seuss says, oh, the places you will go. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own. You are the one who will decide where to go. With these words, I like to say, wherever you go, bloom where you're planted. Nothing's promised to be easy, but you have the skills and the resources to persevere. You've already proven that. And so remember that whenever there's a challenge, it's an opportunity to excel. Remember, challenges don't make us. It reveals who we are, and we are nurses. Stay well, self-care, and you'll do well. It's now my pleasure to introduce our esteemed nursing faculty, who without whom we wouldn't be here. And we have a slideshow presentation for that. So just bear with us just 1 minute. Ms. Kayon Campbell. Mrs. Antonia Chongung. Mrs. Latasha Kusar. Ms. Barbara Ng. Mrs. Christine Holden. Mr. Namdi Adika. Dr. Claudette Jeffrey. Dr. Kadima Joseph Fagboji, who is a brand new mom and is the brain behind this pinning ceremony right now. Congratulations, Kadima. Mrs. Kwewogi. Mrs. Jennifer Matkins. Mrs. Pamela Marcus. Dr. Miana Astrega. Mr. Milak Tedesi. Ms. Kimberly Vini. And Mrs. Tanya Vesalawal. In addition to these full-time nursing faculty, there are anywhere from 34 to 43 adjunct faculty a semester that helps us with clinical and lab instruction. I would like to share, I just received this from a brand new off the press from a graduate from our December class. Unfortunately, this graduate was not successful on NCLEX on the first try. And when I spoke to her, I asked her what happened because we felt like we had given her everything she needed. And what she said to me was, I said, if you were speaking to our graduates this evening, what would you tell them? And she said that, you know, it is important to not be overconfident. She said, I took my ATI predictor and I felt like I had a 98% chance of passing NCLEX. And maybe I didn't pay too close of attention. And I also didn't follow through with all of the extra follow-up and advices that the faculty had given me to continue to prepare for my test. And she told me, she said, I remember you saying that a predictor is a predictor. It is not what you have done. So the predictor only predicts what it is you are right now. If you do not continue to study and refresh, you could forget some things. And if you don't rest and eat and hydrate, you could end up having a brain that doesn't work for you during your exam. And she told me that was exactly what happened to her. So I really want to encourage the class to use the information we've given you, all of the resources, spend your time studying for NCLEX. You're not done yet. Passing on the first try is your priority. This student really missed out 3 employment opportunities because she did not get her license. And now she's looking for work. She's passed, but she's looking for work. So we don't want that story repeated. Family and friends, you can help us out in this venture. You can continue to encourage our graduates. You can cook for them. You can give them a shoulder to cry on. You can remind them to call us when they seem like they're doubting themselves and they want to change their test dates. It's time for them to reach out to one of their nursing faculty. That's a normal feeling. As students get closer to that test date, they begin to panic. So you're not alone. Just know that you can reach back out to us and we'll be right here cheering you on. I would like to sincerely wish you all of the best. Success is yours. It's within arm's reach. You just have to push forward to that last leg of the goal and you will win the prize, which is a registered nurse, and move on to your advanced education. I see nurse researchers, I see flight nurses, I see ICU nurses, I see nurse educators, and you name it. All of the options that nursing affords you are open to you right now. But you must first get that NCLEX. That is your gate that you must go through and successfully complete that. So on behalf of the nursing department, I'd like to really thank you, and I'd like to encourage you to stay in touch with us. We have your number, we know where to find you, so we will be reaching out to check on you and see how you're doing, because we have a vested interest in your success. Your success is our success. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Mrs. Kwewoge. Sorry, something was going on in my house. Now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the pinning of the nursing graduates. We would like to share with you a presentation of the Spring 2020 graduates of Prince George's Community College RN Nursing Program.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out, and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
I'd now like to introduce the student speaker for the graduating class of Spring 2020, nursing students, Chukwuka Joseph.
Thank you, Professor Jenna, the President, the Vice President, the Dean, the Program Chair, Nursing Department faculty, fellow graduates and family members. It is an honor to be part of this celebration, the Spring 2020 virtual pinning ceremony of Prince George's Community College Nursing Class of Spring 2020. Today, we celebrate the culmination of 4 semesters of breathtaking and profound academic work and preparation. And make no mistake about it, it wasn't easy. And so as we all share in the intensity of the emotions welling up within us, I want to remind us of what being a nursing student is about. Being a nursing student is about self-denial. It's about sacrifice. It's about discipline, perseverance, and flexibility. It's about teamwork, doggedness to succeed even when you want to be despondent. It's about hope when you are faced with despair. It's about teamwork. It is staying positive and keeping your eyes on the ball in the good and the bad times. It is about those family times we missed, those Super Bowls we couldn't watch, those Thanksgiving dinners we couldn't participate in because we had to keep up with the demands of nursing school. The Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. We took those baby steps when we enrolled in the fundamentals of nursing in spring 2018. And today, here we are. We've arrived at our destination. If it still feels like a dream, wake up, my friend. I can assure you it is not. It is reality. We are the PGCC Nursing Class of 2020. We did it. I want to first thank God for health, grace, and sustenance throughout the program. I want to thank our family members for accommodating our nursing-centric life these past 2 years. We will not be here today without their support and understanding. And to the faculty, I say a big thank you for the sound impartition of nursing skills and knowledge. I'm confident that you have prepared us well to seamlessly slot into our nursing roles in whichever practice setting we may eventually find ourselves in. We graduate in the year designated by the World Health Organization as the Year of the Nurse. This is a time of immense need for nursing and the care that only nurses can provide. I wish us all Godspeed as we make our foray into the field of nursing, and I enjoin us to be good ambassadors of this exquisite nursing program by providing compassionate, ethical, patient-centered, evidence-based, culturally competent, and safe care. Permit me to close with the words of William Shakespeare. If we do meet again, we shall smile. If not, this parting was well made. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the awesome nursing class of 2020 Prince George's Community College. I miss you all already. Thank you.
Thank you, Chukwuka. All right, and now I'd like to invite all nursing graduates and nurses to recite the nursing pledge with us. Hold on 1 second.
In the full knowledge of the obligation I'm undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life and alleviate suffering and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse.
I'd like to give a special thank you to the pinning committee for all their hard work. Mary Grace Jose, Viviana Guerrero Martinez, Gabrielle Quintanilla, and Veronica Abiodun. And a special thanks to Dr. Joseph, who had her baby. She helped to bring all of this together. So thank you very much. Now I would like you to enjoy the presentation of the nursing graduates and their journey to becoming RNs.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it all. I told you, here's to the hearts that you gonna break. Here's to the lives that you gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this year's pinning ceremony. Please know that these future nurses will have a challenging career, yet a fulfilling one, as they take on such an awesome task. We are very proud of these these graduate nurses for the hard work they have put into their studies to get where they are today. An anonymous person once wrote, "Save one life, you're a hero. Save 100 lives, you're a nurse." Congratulations, nursing graduates, class of spring 2020.
And this concludes our pinning ceremony. Well, thank you very much for sharing in our joy and our excitement. I hope it came clear across to you how very proud we are of our graduates, and we're wishing them well and lots of success. See you on the other side, guys, in the BSN program and the MSN and the PhD. Go get it. Bye, everyone.